Hey everybody. Hi. I should sound better. You know, not as congested, not as nasally. But like usual, I've traded in one problem for another. So let's see. I got sick with the big like stomach virus thing that we got like September 25th. I got sick with it. And then not long after that, I got a cold. I have been constantly sick for almost a month, and now I have this thing with my jaw or my mouth or something. Hi, garbage! So, I don't know what it is. Like right now, I'm just sitting here, nothing hurts. You know, nothing hurts right now. It's like it's a discomfort. Sometimes there's like a throb. Chewing. I can't, like we had spaghetti for dinner. I couldn't even chew spaghetti with that, like the left side of my mouth. So I don't know. See, here's the thing, and I talked about it with Beep on Twitter. It could be a wisdom. My wisdoms never came in, and my dad was the same way. My dad had his wisdom. My dad had his last baby tooth pulled when he was in his mid-20s. And in fact, I had my last baby teeth pulled when I was in my mid-20s. And my wisdoms have never come in. Yeah. Every dentist I've seen in my life has said the same thing. I've never heard of that before. I'm glad I'm just a dentistry anomaly, I guess. Mine are all out. So am I? And I'm fine with it. I'm fine. Okay. It's not really if they come in, it's how they come in. So if they come in a way that it's going to hurt, then yeah, I'm gonna have to get them out. But as you know, if they come in impacted or they come in sideways or what have you, but if they stay in, they can stay in, as long as they're not affecting anything. So I don't know, it could be a wisdom or, I do on occasion, sometimes every once in a while I'll be chewing a chip and I'll stab myself in the gum. I don't know if it has something to do with that. Accidentally bite the inside of your cheek, that sort of shit. But I don't feel a tooth, so yeah, mine didn't really hurt at all. Yeah, because they said it's kind of an unnecessary procedure and it's risky and it's kind of dangerous, which is why they would rather have them out if they're causing actual problems. So I can't tell, honestly. So I can't tell if it's a jaw, if it's a cheek, if it's a gum, or if it's a tooth. And it's been this way since yesterday. It doesn't affect talking all that much, but chewing, it does become painful if I chew. But I still can't tell. I still can't tell what exactly it is. So we'll just have to see what happens over the as we go along. I'll just roll with it. So, yeah. You not feel anything back in the gum? I don't think so. I see this thing. That's the other thing. I rub, like, I'll take my tongue and, like, push and try to... And that doesn't hurt. But if I try to bite down... It almost feels like it's an actual tooth, as in one of the teeth that are already in, possibly. So I don't know if I'm having an issue back there or what. But also, the gum feels a little sensitive. I don't know if it's, something's going on in my gums. So, that part I don't know. But, I brushed them. It doesn't hurt to brush them. I don't know. I mean, I hope it's not anything. I hope, like, I wake up and all of a sudden it's gone and maybe there was just some, oh, it was just having an issue, but it's gone now. That would be nice, because we can't, I can't deal with this sort of shit with 2 kids. Gotta get them all checked. Or no. No. Because what always happens is I get a needle in the mouth, and I don't do very well with that at all. I have massive just because oral history, dental history is, so at like 3, the age of 3, I smacked pavement with my face. I had a tricycle accident when I was 3. That killed a tooth. That actually killed a baby tooth, which is fine because it was a baby tooth, but it turned brown. It was done. That tooth came out, but the permanent was not coming in. So I actually had to have, they cut a hole in my gum to give the permanent tooth room to come in, you know? And then you tack on like the weird issues, like my wisdoms never came in, and my baby teeth had to be pulled in my 20s. And when that happened, like he had to pull 3. And by the 3rd one, everything had worn off. I felt every single part of that. And since then, it's just like, you know, I'm fine. Ever wore braces? No, we could not afford braces. My mom did, I remember going to an orthodontist and getting they made the, you know, you put your mouth, they did the plaster thing and they showed what you'd need to get done or whatever. And it was just, it's gonna be like $2,000. My mom, but we couldn't afford that. Oh yeah, everything's expensive as shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what's funny though? It's even more expensive if you have insurance. That's the bad part, at least with dentistry. I can't say the same for everything else, but when I went to a dentist in Washington and I went to get some work done, like cleaning and, you know, all that stuff, they said it's the insurance companies that dictate how much we charge. So if you can afford to pay out of pocket, we can usually charge you less because there's no insurance there to tell them what to charge. At least that's what that particular office said. And I was like, well, you know what? That's not really a surprise. That the insurance would dictate providers how much they have to charge. That's medical. And that's also the problem when you get government involved. Not just in medical ways, but in other things as well. Take for example, our weather system, right? Our weather stuff, our weather research. Meteorologists use these forecast models, right? They use forecast models to kind of see, you know, what's coming up in the next month as far as snow, for example. Put that out there. There is a government, you know, forecast model, and then there, which is the American, but then there's the European, and the meteorologists use the European models more. They're more accurate. They're accurate more, but they're also privatized. It's private money going into those, whereas the Americans is shit and it's government. That's why. And it's the same thing with medical stuff. What I noticed, because my mom is, you know, 67, so she's on Medicare, and so she's, you know, which is government provided healthcare, and you have to jump through so many hoops. Whenever the government gets involved, things get complicated. I have a fight with Medicare every single year because what they do is she also has type 2 diabetes. So what they do is they go in every year, they change brands. So every year or every 2 years, we got to get a new brand of fucking the diabetes, the thing you use to check your blood sugar. You got to get a different brand of that because Medicare said, we're not using that brand anymore. We're using this brand. You got to get this brand. And the same with test strips and the shit with the Lancets and the shit with the insulin. And just this. We don't cover this anymore. And it's almost a fucking fight every fucking year. It's... EpiPens. No. Well, yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah, she uses the insulin. The EpiPens is for, when you have an allergic reaction. And the price tag on shit, yeah. With diabetes type 2, I can't say anything about type 1. I know nothing about type 1 except it doesn't, if I remember, it doesn't develop. You have it. And it's, type 1, you can have it at any age. But, so she's got to give herself insulin. Her body's not producing insulin, and insulin's what you need to keep your sugar levels at a manageable state, or there is such a thing as having too much sugar in your blood. There is such a thing as having too little sugar in your blood. Down here, healthcare is free. So yeah, I can't, and the same with Canada. But I also, from what I heard with Canada, is the wait to get appointments, because that was another thing. When we lived in Washington State, my mom, she wasn't 65 yet. You get Medicare when you're 65 at least. She wasn't 65 yet, so she was on the state healthcare. And appointments, yeah, at first you had to find a doctor that was accepting new patients, that accepted new patients. You had to get over that hurdle first. The second hurdle was you had to wait at least a month, 2 months for an appointment. And it's not for special, it's not for a specialist. It's for general practitioner shit, So, like I said, whenever you get the government involved, things start to slow down and get kind of blech. Oh, we can work out healthcare. The problem is greed. For example, insurance companies dictating what the providers have to charge, which of course insurance companies want their little, they want their little bit, they want their little profit there. So of course the price goes up, providers have to charge more. And then there's the whole shit with the premiums and prescriptions and all that shit. But I can't say for or against, stuff can't be market controlled at all. Yeah, but that's also the problem. When our government steps in and, does things like government healthcare, it's a bunch of red tape and it's a bunch of bullshit. And the problem is the population. That's why I don't get into too many arguments about, okay, this is what Switzerland does. This is what Sweden does. This is what this country does. Because the populations are skewed. Sweden does not have the population that the US has. I'd say with Switzerland. I don't know about Canada. I don't know what their population, I don't know really much, the US has a large population. So trying to cover healthcare for everybody and give everybody free healthcare, I can't imagine what that amounts to in price. And where does that money come from? And just all of that shit. All I could say is personal experience. Government fucks it up here in the US. Government fucks it up. The quality is shit. The wait times are shit. And the fight with red tape you got to deal with is shit. And some of that bleeds out into like private insurance companies also. But again, with private, you're looking to pay. Okay, I'm just gonna put this out there. Okay, my husband is currently unemployed. We had private, insurance, medical insurance for us and the kids, right? So now that he's unemployed, he's lost that. So we got a letter, which you always get a letter when you're unemployed and you have any sort of medical insurance. You get this letter from it's called Cobra, and I don't know if they're just a middleman or if they're an actual insurance company, but they send you a letter saying, here's how you can, you lost your insurance because of your unemployment. We can extend it and we can give you this health care, yada, blah, 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 blah. Here's how you can extend your health care. This is how much you had to pay us. You know how much I had to, okay. For my husband, oh my God, and the 2 kids, not me, strictly my husband and my 2 kids. How much a month do you think They offered to extend healthcare coverage for per month. $900. Now keep in mind, garbage. What we were paying per month, you know, while he was employed for the was about $200. We were paying about $200 a month for insurance that covered him, me, and the children. Cobra came in and said, we can extend it. Not me. I'm not included in this. But just him and the kids, $900. That is to me, I'm sorry, that's a problem. Why all of a sudden? Why? Why do you want like almost five times more and one person less? That for me is problematic, you know? Naturally, we're gonna say no because we can't, and that's the other thing. You're unemployed. How are you gonna afford to pay more? Who the fuck is gonna pay? Exactly. Who the fuck is gonna pay that? And I'm guessing it's, you know, we only pay $200 a month because also the company pays, you know, a portion. So since there's no company paying a portion there anymore, it's up to us to pay almost $900 fucking dollars. Nobody's gonna pay it because we're not doing it. Because we're not going to. And it was the same, you know, when he was unemployed in Washington State. It was Cobra. Again, Cobra was saying, hey, we can extend it $1,500 a month. And I looked at that letter like, are you crazy? What is this? And the nice thing now is that there's no tax penalty anymore for not having health insurance. Because that was another thing which I had a problem with, honestly, in my opinion. So I get the doctor visit, gotta wait. Yes. And see, that's the thing though. That the insurance we had only covered doctor, it didn't cover dentist. Not a lot of, you know, for whatever reason, and I don't understand it, because your dental health can tie into your actual heart health, especially dentist. A dentist plan was separate from your medical insurance. You had to get, medical, and then you had to get dentist separate, and then usually vision, your eyeballs separate, all separate. So all we had was, you know, medical, just general medical for us. We didn't have dentists. Than just hoping not to die. I'd rather have a shitty and slow system than just hoping not to die. Yeah, I can. Unless, you know, it's all, you know, it's dependent. It's dependent on everybody's situation. And there's this other girl I saw on Twitter, she's trying to get braces, but for her age, hi! Yeah. Mm-hmm. $6,500. Yeah, and I think when I was a kid, I think they quoted my mom like $2,000. No, when I was a kid, I mean, that's 90s, okay? That was expensive for the 90s. I would think. Maybe that's just cheap. I don't know. It seemed expensive for the 90s. Like, really? $2,000 for some braces? And it's like I said, we're not talking Invisalign. We're not talking, you know, about the easier set. We're talking about 90s braces for $2,000. Okay, I have gone on a tirade. Bottom line is, I don't know what's wrong with my mouth, and hopefully my mouth gets better on its own, because I can't insurance. Like, it just, in that realm of life, that sucks. You know, I'm sitting here trying to get flu shots. So I don't spend the next 5, 6, 7 months like this. I don't. A kid bringing home a new disease every week from school, please. Just get. So, you know, at the very least, the kids are getting fucking flu shots. Protect me. So they can protect me. So they don't bring home that shit. Anyway, we're gonna get started on the deadly device. Hi, Cryptic. Yeah. Hi, Cryptic. So this Nancy Drew is about it's gonna be around Tesla, which I do like. So we're gonna do this. Oh, I've been sitting here listening. Oh my god. Well, that's nice to know. Oh. How you doing, Cryptic? See, my mouth feels fine right now, but it also feels like it's swollen a little bit, like in the cheek area. Because I do remember I either poked myself good with a chip or I bit like the inside of my cheek pretty hard. So I'm wondering if maybe that's just a thing. So yeah, we're starting a deadly device. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get my notebook. I got my notebook. I get my pen. I about had a fit today. My daughter got in my office when I wasn't in here, which I tell her don't do that because you always do something you shouldn't be doing. And she tried to use an ink pen on my tablet, my drawing tablet. I was like, I can't just afford to get another tablet. I'll beat your ass. Don't touchy. So, there were scratches on it. But I went in there with the little cloth they gave you. It's the really smooth cloth, really smooth, and I scrubbed that shit. The scratches are gone. It's fine. But I had a moment. where I was like, okay, do I trade her in? Do I sell her? What do I do? I hate my bank. I gotta go speak to them tomorrow and complain to them. I want to talk to a manager. Thanks. Is it too late? It probably is just... It's way too late. Well, Wayward will be like, can we put her back in? No. No. Wait 3 years too late for that. You're not... No. No, we're not. Oh, shit. Garbage. Alright, here we go. It's snowing. I can't wait for it to... I hope it snows here this year. And that's the other thing, chat. We may be moving again. If it comes down to finding a job somewhere else that we have to move, then we're gonna have to move again. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to that. Oh, he dead. He just got zapped. I think the dum-dums have put a block on my card because they probably don't recognize the payment that happened and they complain. So I got to go down there and say, yes, that was me, or no, that wasn't. Really? I've had that. I've actually had my card info stolen before and they called me. I'd be like, y'all can call me. Seriously.
Nancy.
What did your husband do for work? Something he didn't like doing.
Earlier. What's the story?
He was a sales rep. He's just not a salesperson. So he's looking for something that is more geared
full access to the lab and a cover.
For the cover.
For his education.
Doing due diligence for a new
but
investor.
Something he would also like more, you know? I'm not a salesperson either. I could
No, it's too dangerous.
If I can't investigate everything,
he was put into a situation that set him up to fail, basically. So
but that's it.
You know,
the equipment in this lab is
that was
dangerous.
just, it's something that he couldn't do anything about, unfortunately. Maybe you should become a real judge. Well, you gotta, okay, now technically,
she might be behind Nico's murder.
and here's a fun fact
She built the machine
about
that killed him,
the Supreme Court of the United States, SCOTUS.
Start there.
The Supreme Court is basically, it's a group of 9 judges.
Good luck.
That, you know, cases are brought before them and they make these big decisions that usually affect, set some precedent. The Supreme Court judges are not required to be judges. Literally. Like, they don't have to be a sitting judge. To be a Supreme Court justice, you do not have to be an actual judge. Which is honestly, here's the thing. I am patriotic in the fact I love my country. It is not without its problems. And I hold a firm belief that not as many people know about how our country functions as they should. But that actually bothers me. In my opinion, if you're going to be a Supreme Court justice, it should be a requirement. Now, do they usually choose judges? I believe so. They usually do. But I think that should be a requirement. Just like I honestly believe some sort, this is just me, in order to be president. And I'm not saying anything good or bad about the current one. I don't want to get into that. In my opinion, there should be some foundation that you should have some sort of, I don't know, experience in the military, or some sort of involvement or degree in some sort of political science, that sort of thing. But with the Supreme Court justice shit, I don't understand how that's not a requirement, because you're literally sitting there hearing cases about secular law, and you have to make a decision about that. In my mind, it should be a requirement. You should be a judge beforehand. You should have some, professional Twitch streamer. That doesn't sound too good. The only problem with a professional Twitch streamer is that probably the money would be so variable. I definitely I would not want him to do that and feel so pressured to be able to cover all the bills. You know what I mean? Who gets to choose them? They do try and pick people who have a background in law and have been a judge. The Senate picks. Well, no, the president can nominate. It is up to the Senate to confirm. So they have confirmation hearings and a vote is taken, yada, yada, yada. So they will confirm. That's the thing about checks and balances, is the president gets to, choose, and then Senate gets to confirm. I hear the lovely, hi, Tracy. And see, that's a scary part. A lot of things fall on the president, as in that's their, the president has this much power, has too much power, does all this crap, and takes all the shit. The Senate of the United States, just the Senate, Congress, just basically Congress of the United States is the most powerful ruling body in the entire world, given how much they can do. I should know this, especially since I'm a fan of political U.S. drama show. West Wing's a good show. The executive nominates the legislative branch. Yes, just nominates, but it's also up to that legislative branch to also confirm it. So obviously there's a lot of shit about timing, who's in control, who's in control of the House, who's in control of the Senate, is it the left, is it the right, and will it line up with the president? So we've had shit in the past, the past couple of years, where somebody wanted a judge, the president wanted to nominate a judge, and people wanted to stop it and wait. They wanted to stop it and wait until that next election, because they were sure that their party was going to get control, and then they'd be able to block it. You know what I mean? So a lot I'm not a fan of politics, of the reason that I hold a firm belief that is shared by a lot, I'm sure, that politicians give zero fucks about anybody except for an election year. Then they care. And that's the only time they're going to care. And it's going to be for constituency. It's going to be to get votes so they can either keep their seat or get into a seat. And then it's a bunch of bullshit for the next 2 years, because Congress gets elected, their midterms, Congress gets elected 2 years, and then the presidency general election is every 4 years. So they just use bullshit to get in, spend time arguing with everybody for 2 years. Well, one. And then the next year, they're trying to, do this cause, do that cause, do this, do that, so they can keep their seat and then just go back to the same bullshit every year. So I just, I don't have a lot of faith in the system, mostly because I believe the system has gotten too big. I'm not a fan of big government. I believe in a reasonable size government. There's no real need. Once you get too big, it gets complicated and nobody gets along. Everybody's acting like children. The government keeps getting shut, they can't decide on a budget. So everything gets shut down. Well, you know why they can't agree on a budget? Because what they do is they sit down and they write 2,000 pages of a fucking bill, right? They write all this stuff down. This is what they want in this budget, and it's all together, right? And then in comes a politician, a group or something, and they put in something. Like several years ago. That's probably not a good example. For example, let's say they're doing a defense bill. Defense budget, somebody throws in something about immigration in there. Okay, well, now everybody's fighting. Everybody's fighting over that little immigration thing that has nothing to do with the budget that somebody slapped in there, and they spend months pissing and moaning about who's going to do this, who's going to do that, and they're fighting over this, fighting over that, and then, well, the government just got shut down because the bill didn't get passed because everybody's bitching at each other. It boggles the mind. West Wing is an amazing show. I promise to insert local law here, and I shall do this for you, the people, because insert more lying about how they're related to you. And don't forget, insert this shit about what their opposition. This is what their opposition said. This is what their opposition did. And it can be exaggerated. It could be true. It could also be exaggerated. They did this. I'm the right person for the job. You should totally vote for me because I have your best interests in mind. They get elected. You don't fucking hear from them. Immigration is a massive problem, though. Fabricated but big. Yeah, no, the problem is when you're writing a bill, you get groups that get in there because what they do is they create a committee to write said bill. Somebody starts inserting shit in because they want to get their cause in there. They get their cause in there and get it voted in. And you're talking pages and pages and pages of bills. This is not just 2-3 pages. This is hundreds, if not thousands of pages in this bill. Everybody's got to fucking read it. And then it's got to go through House and Senate and get fucking voted on. And in the meantime, and especially if you have, House is Democratic, Senate is Republican, nobody's getting along. It's not going anywhere. It is sitting here while these people bitch and moan because somebody had to slip something in that had nothing to do with it because they wanted to get it through there. And then the other problem is, well, after vote, if it makes it through House and Senate, then the president's got to sign it. And if the president decides, hey, you know what? I don't like this. I want to veto it. Guess who catches all the shit? The president. My problem is a lot of people throw their shit at one person, and I'm like I said, I'm not saying anything good or bad about the president. He's not without his faults and bullshit. What I am saying though is a lot of people forget that there are 3 branches in our government that have fucking issues, and the bigger problem to me is the legislative branch. There is a lot of shit in there. There's too many. And they can vote themselves raises. They don't have term limits. It can be a lifelong job for them, especially if their voters are dumb enough to just let them keep having it. That is my issue. You know what? Feel how you want about Obama. Feel how you want about Trump, Bush, Clinton, everybody. At least they have 2 fucking terms. Those nuts in Congress can stay in there the rest of their lives if they wanted to. The voting themselves raises pisses me off. Happens here all the time. Yep. And what I understand though is if they gave the people the ability, we'd always say no. So there needs to be somewhere, and there have been a couple of people who have suggested, you know what, we shouldn't get to, you know, to vote ourselves raises. Well, guess what? You never hear from them again. That's the biggest fallback to when any violence happens. Your local politician, the person who knows best, and is totally not being paid by a certain organization, have decided that the recent horrific gun crime that happened in Insert City was not caused by guns, but by video games. Video games are. I know, right? I remember when they put together this video to show President Trump about how all these video games are violent, and Dead by Daylight was in there, and they showed the Huntress as Maury. I laughed my ass off at that because the Huntress is Maury? That was your Dead by Daylight? That's the gory shit? Like, y'all, have you not seen Hags? She's eating your insides. Are you serious? I'm serious. I saw it and I was like, why are you... Okay, if you really want to send a message home that Dead by Daylight is really violent and dangerous, why are you using Huntress Maury? Why? The Huntress Maury is weak. Okay? I watched that, I'm like, and they showed, you know, survivors getting hooked and shit, but the Huntress Maury, really, it's so tame. Like, you have no idea. Or were they trying, did they see the Hags Maury and decide to hold back or something? I have no idea. Oh my god. But no, if you know anything about me, know this. I'm a fan of smaller government, a Congress that's not full of idiots, and I try to value common sense above all else. Common sense is really, we don't need big government because it inserts more government into our everyday lives. For example, same-sex marriage. Government shouldn't be, you know, it's not the government. If you want it, you should be able to enter into that union, you know? Now, if a church wants to say we don't want to do that because of religion, fine. But this should already be fixed on a federal level. This should already be a federal thing. And I get states' rights, but I mean, just, the government shouldn't be in your bedroom in the first place. This should already be a non-issue. But, well, government's got to be in everything. Well, there are some that are more welcome and opening, but it's, you know, it's case by case. But lots, you know, like I said, our country's not without problems. It's not. Our country's not perfect. It's not perfect at all. We've got problems. We're working on them, you know. But all you can do is keep trudging forward and trying to do what you can. Do your part, you know what I mean? Like, for example, I'm not going to run for office. I'm never going to run for office. I don't want to be a part of that. What I'll try to do is raise my kids not to be assholes. And I'll also try not to be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to run for office because, no. Do churches get tax exemption up there too? I believe so. Pretty sure. I don't know. I don't follow churches all that much. What I don't agree with, I try to raise my kids not to be assholes. I'll also try not to be an asshole. I've had my asshole moments. Especially when I'm driving. I'm an asshole when I'm driving. Like, you need, use your blinkers, stay out of the fast lane unless you're passing, and pay the fuck attention. How many wrecks have I almost gotten into in this area because people are on their phones? on their phones. I had a woman up my tailpipe. She was on her phone. She was FaceTiming. She could tell she was holding up her phone. In my rear view mirror, I could see her just holding up her phone. If I had the face cam on right now, you know what I'm talking about. She's just like, I'm like, I value my car, so I'm not going to brake check you. Because if I brake check you, you're going to hit me, and then I get money out of it. But, Freckle is a road rage driver. I am. And I'm totally not driving the right vehicle. Well, I mean, it's an SUV, and it's got a V6. So, I mean, it's not... I can't even touch the radio when I'm driving. You have problems when you're driving, garbage. Oh, yeah, and another thing is, put your cart back, okay? If I go to the store and it's windy and a cart rolls into my car, I'm gonna lose my shit because people will just... It'll be windy outside. People just put carts like wherever in the parking lot that they want to. They'll just leave it and it's windy and it's like, hello? Put the cart back. Damn it. You know, say thank you if I hold the door open for you. I'm being nice. Damn it. Going 90 kilometers an hour at a 20. Oh. You got lead foot. Grizzly Bear, thank you for the follow. I'm so... You guys, it's mostly my fault. I'm a bit reckless, not gonna lie. In general, I don't go more than 10 above the speed limit. I mean, men usually... Okay, here's what okay. In my own personal experience, I can't, you know, speak for everybody else. Women are the problematic drivers. I'm sorry. I'm female. That, you know, just... I don't know what it is. I will come down on my gender. I will come to, like, ladies, y'all suck at driving. And when I've had a problem, it is mostly with a woman. But men are not excluded. I've had some whoppers with men, okay? But more often, but here's the problem, okay? The men I usually have a problem with, they're in a minivan, and I think that's just because they're in a minivan. I think there's something about the minivan that it messes with everybody. I'm of the belief that if you know, and it's not your fault, you know, if you have a minivan, you have a minivan, and if, you know, if that was the necessity, that's fine. But I think minivans cause a driving IQ deficit somewhere. I don't know, and it's usually with men. Maybe they're just done, because I don't think there are many men out there that want to be driving a minivan, right? They want to be in a nice, you know, car, sports car, luxury car, truck, and they're in a minivan, so they hate life. At the moment, they hate what they're driving, and they just don't care. They don't care about the driving anymore. They're in a minivan. So I think that's what it is. We should just bring back horse and buggies. It's the horse's fault. We should, though. We should. Women, usually it's the small stuff. It is. Yeah. I've seen some whoppers with women, and, you know, she'll, like, go flying by me, and there's the man in the passenger seat. Looks like he's holding on for dear life. He does. I regret this. Thank you for the follow, Bay Area. I wish I was driving a tractor. What car do you drive? It's an SUV. It's a Santa Fe. It's a Hyundai Santa Fe. Okay, the most dangerous place for car accidents is in a Trader Joe's parking lot. I've never been to Trader Joe's. I'm glad I avoid that place. Now I have to go back to Wayward. Hope you have a good... Is he streaming? What an asshole. Call him an asshole for me. Would you say it? Tell him. I said he's an asshole. Enjoy Bay Area. I haven't even started the game yet. Jesus. I don't know. Another problem is roundabouts. Now, the town I come from, they have a bigger roundabout now. But when I lived there, there was just one roundabout in town. It was one lane, very easy, and some people still had problems with it somehow. Like I said, now they have a bigger multiple lane, and it's not a shock to me to hear that there's been an accident. Roundabouts. I don't know what it is. And there's roundabouts here, and I don't know, some people just get lost. I don't know. Wait, that's not nice. Why is like he's a mean head? Excuse me? Tell him he's a ding dong. Go ahead, he's a ding dong. He's gonna come in here and say something to me, I bet. I've been in like 2 accidents there and witnessed way more. Oh my god. Roundabouts, parking lots, getting lost in a flat circle. I don't know. I don't. I was watching a live PD earlier, and I guess, you know, the police officer is like talking to a woman about something, and you hear, because obviously someone was watching, and then they just plowed into the car in front of them, and then they took off. That was the thing. They committed a fucking hit and run. So the cop said, "You got lucky," left, chased them down. It was a woman. I was just like, oh god. Well, why did you flee? I didn't have insurance. Well, you just made it worse. You know how, you know what kind of charge hit and run is? Fleeing an accident? What are you doing? And thank you for the follow, Tara. I've been in a crash. I've been in a wreck where I didn't have insurance. Now, the wreck wasn't my fault, but I didn't flee the scene. And the woman who pulled out in front of me admitted to being high. Hello, I came here from Wayward Stream. Hi, Tara. If you go back, call him a ding dong. I just want to get an army of people calling him a ding dong. Unbelievable scenes of glorious emotion. I don't know what it is. I already called him that. The more people calling him that, the better, though. Ding dong. I'd call him one if I'd be in there right there. He knows. Oh my god. I can't believe but I will do it for you. Awesome. Thank you. Because I know exactly what he's saying. I'm not a ding dong. The game's groaning at me. Creaking at me. Hurry up and play me. Okay. But yeah. Sorry, ladies. We're not good at driving. And men, please stop driving minivans if it's that detrimental, please. Okay, so somebody got electrocuted. That's what I know. At the beginning of the game, someone got electrocuted.
It looks like it's missing the opening mechanism.
Oh, there's candy. There's candy in there. Licky Loos, coffee candy, Utter Pops. Ew. Cowabunga. This is all cow. Cocoa Choo Choos. Just break the glass, Nancy. You know, right? Give me the candy. There's Cocoa Kringles in here. But fuck, man. Sometimes it's just pure pain. I don't blame you. That was the worst part. When I first got my SUV, they're like, it's a van. I'm like, no, it's not. Even Wayward was like, it's a minivan. It's not. Minivans have sliding doors. My SUV does not have sliding doors. It is not a minivan. And the next person that says that is getting popped in the mouth. I am not a ding dong. Hold on. if you're not following Wayward, please go follow him and call him a ding dong, please. He loves being called a ding dong. It's a mechanical bird. Oh, its eyes are red. Stop calling me a ding dong. See, any problems I can cause in his life, it's fine.
I need to find a way to fix this.
It's broken? Okay. It's broken.
This must be the drawer where Victor put the case file.
Wait, I don't even have the case file? Oh, it's a number. Okay. That's probably, yeah. Wait, can I? No. Can't look at the degrees. Here's Tesla. Franco asks, what is, ooh. A light thingy. Cryptic for potato. My mouth is throbbing a little bit now. Oh, we got books. We don't got books. Is there? Oh, there's a missing book. Okay. And we got another missing book, maybe? I can't look at anything. People locking shit. Okay. Investigate Ryan, read the case.
Still have to do that.
I can't even get
leave yet.
Wait, what? Okay. What does my journal say? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. We can get into this now. 171943. Hey. There we go. Nancy, here are the notes from the police investigation. Keep the contents of the file to yourself and do not remove it from Nico's office. If anyone should discover the file on you, your cover would be blown. If Nancy wasn't a coward, she would just headbutt the glass doors and cases to open up solve mysteries faster that way. Yeah, it would. Smash it up. Oh. All right, so the victim was Nico Jovic, PhD, 61 years old, theoretical physicist, co-owner of Technology of Tomorrow Today facility, body discovered in Tesla coil lab by Ellie York. Okay, hold on. At 12:13 a.m., body removed by coroner. Cause of death confirmed as electrocution by a high voltage discharge of the Tesla coil. So Ellie York found the body. So we'll write that down. Victim was widely acclaimed as a genius in his field, known to have poor social skills, perceived as unfriendly or uncaring, even antagonistic by workers. Never married, no immediate family living. Crime scene evidence, victim's expertise and decades of experience in wireless energy, and high-level safety features built into the Tesla coil's operating procedure indicate against victim's death as a workplace accident. Victim's death is therefore regarded as suspicious. Hey! Hey, Bay Area. Cryptic, you might take away his weapons license. Do the exclamation remove and then his name. Take away his weapons license. All right, personnel. Lab access restricted to employees only by secure keycard entry. Mason Quinto. Write that down. Mason. Research assistant, day shift, claims to have been on a date at time of death, but according to his date, they had parted ways by 10:30. Dislike of victim evident during question. Okay. Didn't like Nico. Alibi. Doesn't match. Well, not that. It wasn't confirmed. Ellie York, research assistant, night shift, on site at time of death, called 911 to report incident, left town the following evening. Okay. Ellie left town? Hi, Kaya. How are you doing? Ryan Kilpatrick, technical engineer, day shift, stated that she was driving back to the lab from Colorado Springs at time of death, appeared distraught, evasive, and nervous during questioning, built the machine that killed him. I wish she could just be guilty from just that. Built the machine. Nervous, evasive, distraught. Okay. Gary Courtwright, head of security, night shift, on site at time of death. Taciturn. I don't know. Why are y'all using these words? Jesus. Taciturn. Okay. Excuse me. Google. These are words I don't come across very often. So, taciturn. Reserved or uncommunicative in speech, saying little. Okay, said little. Recalcitrant. Having an obstinately uncooperative attitude toward authority. Oh. Security guard who doesn't like authority. Doesn't cooperate. Authority. Didn't say much. And unfriendly towards police. Refused to speak of his relationship. Doesn't speak of. And I do take notes. Sorry. A coworker seemed uncertain as to how he has continued to keep his position. Victor Lawsett, laboratory co-owner, office off-site, oversees business and financial decisions, stated he was working alone in off-site office at time of death. Well, nobody's there to corroborate that. Working alone off-site, so not a proper alibi then. Okay, so what happened here with my license? You called me a ding-dong! I got spies in there. Suspect questioning failed to provide an ironclad alibi for any employee. Key card logs records indicate, hold on, another entry shortly before victim's death, but security video LBTY 510258 obtained from the head of security, aka Gary, who doesn't like authority, showed no one entering the lab from the time of victim's entrance until after his time of death. The key card used to enter the lab after victim has not been recovered from premises and does not match any key card ID in the logs. It is believed a power surge occurred on site as a result of coil tests being run shortly before victim's death, causing a glitch in the login system. I love when I see how many messages I sent on Wayward's channel. It just gives up after 900. Does it really? It doesn't go above 1,000? Witness statements and crime scene evidence suggested Ryan Kilpatrick as the prime suspect. She was arrested and brought into the police station for interrogation. After a lengthy questioning, Ryan Kilpatrick was released due to lack of concrete evidence, but remains a person of interest. So, sorry, Jesus. I don't mean to ding my mic. Yeah, Twitch only counts to 999. Aw, poor Twitch can't count above 1,000. No further leads at this time. Case remains open, unsolved. Crime scene decontaminated and lab's office and surrounding rooms restored to pre-incident state. Personal belongings of victim recovered as evidence, including files and experimental notes, shall remain in police possession for further investigation. Scientific equipment has been released back to the lab. Secured site reopened to scientific use. Okay. Okay. So...
That's done.
did that.
Check.
Okay. Investigate Ryan. Investigate the login irregularity from the night of the murder. Meet everyone at the lab. View the security video mentioned. Okay. Can I leave the office now? Go. That moment you watch husband and wife at the same time. Is he on Jack or Wayne? The only moment I can watch two people streaming from same location, but they're in different rooms doing two different things. Completely different things. Am I right? Don't Resist the urge to push it. I know exactly what'll happen if I push it. I'll be in trouble. He's on Mr. Knaves. Oh my. Yeah, he was suggesting that he might be shelving Wayne for a little bit. There's the elevator. Oh boy, a periodic table of the elements. We're gonna go science in this one. Oh my god. That's gonna be fun. The main lab.
It's locked.
Of course it's locked.
I need a card to get in the lab.
God damn it, Nancy. Why don't you have this shit? Security. Hello. 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 Wait, if you're streaming and he's streaming, then are the kids flying? The pet dog is flying. That would be exactly how it works in this house. Wait, can I go? No. Yeah. Okay, let's go this way. Hello? Hey! Well, God, Nancy, just blow everything, huh? Hello?
Hello, Nancy. I forgot to tell you. We've been having a lot of outages lately.
Oh,
Funny you
say.
mention that. I think you're having one right now.
It's nothing to worry about. We've got backup on the big systems. Most of the time, Gray can get things back online in an hour. Occasionally it takes a while, but rarely does it come close to the critical window.
Critical window?
Some of the equipment can get unruly when the power supply isn't consistent.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Don't worry about it, though. Take the time to get settled. Catch up on sleep. All right. Gotta run.
Okay, what's that?
Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Ah, come on. Ow, my toe.
We're gonna keep going, Nancy. Keep going. Fight through it. Cocoa Kringle pillows. Look at that. Oh, oh, we're gonna do sleep stuff. Okay, hello? Hello? Oh, we're just okay, I guess we're going to bed. Wait, what?
This was not what I expected when I set the alarm.
Okay. Let's go to the bathroom first. Hey, chat.
A little privacy, please.
Who's better? Options A, lucky, or B, lucky, or C, lucky, or D, lucky, or E, wayward. Ah, I get what you did there. I see what you did there. Why won't it? What? What? Hello? Ah!
You, come with me.
What's going on?
No chit-chat. Come, now. We need to get the system shut down before the grid goes critical. Get all those switches powered off.
Excuse me? It is your goddamn job. We gotta get it off? Okay.
Could this have been used to keep the power on? I need to keep this together with any other evidence I find.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. No. Wait, why am I doing... Oh god, I'm pushing the wrong thing. Okay, need... all of it. All of it off. Hello? Oh yeah. Shit. I hate these so much. No, everything's gonna come back on. Son of a bitch. Sir, I'm trying. No. No high-pitched whirring shit. No. Am I on a timer? Don't do that. Working on it, damn it. Just reset. Okay, maybe I need a reset. Yeah, that one controls the Or okay. I was in Waver's channel and he was like, wow. You don't appreciate that. Son of a bitch. Oh, please. Oh, God. I'm going for D. The frick is this? I don't know. It's something I'm not good at. I know that. Okay. I have to power it off. All these have to be gray. Off. Or, yeah, off, basically. Son of a bitch. Okay. 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 I hate this shit. Okay. It's something I'm not good at. Definitely something I'm not good at. Reset. All right. Okay, so that controls those three. Ah.
Nice work.
Fuck yes!
Now get out.
What the
Who are
hell?
you? What just happened?
If the grid had gone critical, we'd all be dead right now. I'm Gray. I don't care who you are.
Oh, that's
Don't
Gray,
tell
not
me.
Gary.
Get out.
Excuse me. Wow, what a dick. His name is Gray. I think he's the one. He doesn't cooperate with authority. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that was the main lab. Okay. Back in here, please, so I can look around.
I need to find the power knob before I can use it.
Who just runs off with a knob? Cryptic not mod. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. They stole the they stole the knob. King Wayward. Uh-oh. Wait, what? King... Not in this channel, he's not. Jack in the Bowl, Dork Food Company. Fruity whole wheat faces. Haha, wee! Hello, kids. You too can get your face on the box. Your very own cereal bowl. God. Homunculus. Really? Not weird at all. The microwave's out of order. This is missing a knob. That backfired. It did, didn't it? Is that a fake arm thingy on the table? What the fuck's going on? Stop the madness. Prevent office supplies kidnappings. Do not move. Aw, I want to move it though. Yeah, clearly something goes there. What is this? Oh, it's my little box of evidence. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a lot of, you can look at these bookcases, but there are no books you can read. Doesn't want me to read books. Stop the madness indeed. Hello, Tesla. I have sword made of potato. You will use it well. I know. What is this? Aggregation. Mason has the highest score. Wait, what is... Clear the board by matching 3 or more pieces of the same color. Make a match. Pieces must be adjacent either vertically or horizontally or both without being separated by a wall. You can send a piece out from any of the 4 tracks surrounding the board if it will hit another piece already on the board or a wall on higher levels. The next shows blah, 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 blah. Wild can be used to match with any color. Wall stops a piece. Shield requires an extra match for shielded pieces. Bomb destroys all surrounding pieces except walls, and Cloner counts down and then makes a copy of itself. Yay! Can you move? Oh, you can. Okay. Yay! This is gonna get harder. What? Okay. Oh God. Oh. Son of a bitch. There we go. Discord. It's just links. It's just hash exclamation links. Bitch. What did I do? Boop, boop. I don't know what to do. Go. Just need. Seriously though. Oh. Can you stop giving me the same crap? Or keep giving me the same crap? I mean... Okay. There we go. Oh, about... Click the wrong thing. Wee-hoo! I don't even remember what the high scores were. Oh, here we go. Wild. Hell yeah. Uh-oh. Whoops. Woohoo! Hey, there's it is. Well, I'm gonna have to call it a night. Good night. Good night, Kaya. Thank you for stopping by. Oh no, if I got the high score, I'm out. Thank you. Yay. Suck it, Mason. Okay. Oh, I don't want to look at that. I don't know. Reduce stress. Bang head here. Repeat as necessary. Okay. Ah, here we go. Life and Times of Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was a genius, visionary, and inventor who left an indelible mark on the world. With 700 patents to his name, Tesla broke new ground in research and design to usher in a second industrial revolution. Many of today's technologies are based on Tesla's designs. Tesla was born on July 10th, 1856 in Smiljan, in the Austro-Hungarian province of Lika, in modern-day Croatia, to Serbian parents. He showed signs of genius at an early age. His ability to solve complex mathematical and mechanical problems in his head helped him come up with his inventions. One of his first inventions was a bladeless water wheel, an early version of the famous Tesla turbine, when he was only 5 years old. In 1884, Tesla arrived in New York with just 4 cents and a letter of introduction to Thomas Edison in his pocket. The letter from the inventor Charles Batchelor stated, "My dear Edison, I know 2 great men and you are one of them. The other is this young man." From the first interview, Edison recognized Tesla's talent and promptly hired him to help improve Edison's direct current dynamos, promising a $50,000 bonus should Tesla succeed. He was a Serb? I actually didn't know that. I did not either. 50,000 was a lot in that time. Holy shit. These civilities were not to last. Despite their shared genius, the 2 men were unalike as possible. Self-taught Edison worked by trial and error and backed DC power, while Tesla fully visualized his inventions before building them and believed that AC was the future of electricity. The breakup came when Tesla, having fixed the DC dynamos, went to claim his bonus. Edison declared the offer had been just a joke. Tesla quit. Now free to focus on AC power, but lacking the needed funds, Tesla was forced to dig ditches to make ends meet. This ended when industrialist George Westinghouse bought the AC polyphase patents Tesla had filed. Tesla and Westinghouse partnered to face off against Edison in an electrical battle that became known as the War of the Currents. Tesla's genius wasn't restricted to AC. He was also the inventor of radio, though history books continue to give that credit to Guglielmo Marconi. Tesla's first radio patents were filed in 1897 and granted in 1900. Marconi's radio patents weren't filed until November 1900 and were initially refused because they infringed on Tesla's existing patents. In 1904, for unconfirmed reasons, Tesla's patents were reversed, and the radio patent was given to Marconi. Ironically, after Tesla's death in 1943, the Supreme Court would restore the radio patent to Tesla for purely political reasons. Radio was just one of Tesla's innovations. His creations included the induction motor, a remote-controlled toy boat that foreshadowed robotics, the Tesla coil in his Colorado Springs lab, the first AC hydroelectric power plant at Niagara Falls, the Tesla turbine engine, fluorescent lights, the doomed wireless energy transmitter called Wardenclyffe Tower, one of the first plans for radar, and even a proposed death beam for military use. But Tesla's genius came at a price. He cared more about inventing than making money and often ran out of funds as a result. He had only a few close friends, one of whom was Mark Twain. He had a pathological fear of germs, an obsession with the number 3, was repulsed by the sight of pearls, and suffered from visions throughout his life. He had a strong attachment to pigeons, particularly a white one he cared for in his room. He outlived his fame, dying in 1943 alone in his room at the Hotel New Yorker. After Tesla's death, the FBI seized his paperwork and possessions, eventually releasing them in 1952. Still, theories abound that more was found in that hotel room than has ever been released. One of the most celebrated personalities of the 19th century, Tesla saw his star fade during his lifetime. Eclipsed in history, his legacy remains in the technology that runs the world today, from the electricity in our homes to the motors running our machines to futuristic visions made reality. Nikola Tesla lives on all around us. Wow, partial list. Yeah, partial list of Tesla's patents. 1886, the thermomagnetic motor. 1887, electromagnetic motor. 1887, electrical transmission of power. 1888, system of electrical transmission of power. 1888, alternating motor. 1891, system of electric lighting. 1891, electric incandescent lamp. 1893, reciprocating engine. 1897, electrical igniter for gas engines. 1897, system of transmission of electrical energy. 1898, method of and apparatus for controlling mechanism of moving vessels or vehicles. 1902, apparatus for transmitting electrical energy. 1911, turbine. 1921, method of aerial transportation. What a guy. I know. I like Tesla. It sucks that he basically got elbowed, at the very least. That's maybe a light way of putting it, but yeah, that sucks. What is that? Hold on. Oh my lord. Okay, guys, I gotta take a short break real quick. My daughter is having a fit. You got dicked pretty hard. Yeah, I did. So, I gotta go figure out what's going on with her. So, I will be right back. Oh my god, CJ, thank you for the 13 months. I will be right back, I promise. Hold on one second, real quick. Oh, okay, I'm back. Oh, shit. Sorry. Oh, CJ, I like your alerts. Thank you. They were from Nerd or Die. And they were free. Just FYI. Free alerts. Free animated alerts. Oh, again, thank you. My daughter, I think she had a nightmare. So, I calmed her down, sang to her. They are really cute. They are, I like them. So I hopefully that's it. She, I don't think she's a fan of the big bad wolf, and I think that's what woke her up, gave her the nightmare. Poor kid. So, hopefully she's better now. Go to the bathroom. Yeah.
My name is Nancy. I'm a detective, and I really hope this bathroom is soundproof. Yeah! Woo!
Okay, Nancy. Don't quit your detective job, Nancy. Yeah, she'll be okay though. Okay, I literally can't go anywhere else. Okay. Fair enough.
That's done. Check.
Find something to open the locked lab. Nothing yet. Explore the halls. Okay. Well, let's go in here, I guess. Let's go up. Alrighty. Wait. Oh, God. She is crying again. You know what, you guys? Have you played the Sherlock Holmes? I haven't. I haven't played the Sherlock Holmes. Hold on, I gotta go real quick again. 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I have a guest. Yeah, don't push any buttons. You should. I know. I need to. I need to get into the Sherlock Holmes stuff because I do like mysteries. I'm trying to get her adjusted on my lap. Okay, can you say hi? Burp comes out with it. So she I'm gonna give her a few minutes down here with me for a little bit, then I'll put her back in her room. She has gotten into a bad habit of screaming bloody murder and flailing herself into the door. In addition to beating on the door. So, how old is she? 3.5. She's a drama queen. But like I said, I think a bad dream woke her up, so I'm gonna give her a little bit of time down here with me. She can hang out, but then she's got to go back to bed.
No.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because I said.
Go my office.
You are in my office, yes. Sweet pea. Impressionable young age.
Now,
Oh.
now go my office.
You are in my office.
Your office.
You are in my office. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
My office.
You are in my office. You're hanging out with me for a little bit, then you're going back to bed. Because you need sleep. And everybody in this house needs sleep.
Go my office.
You are in my office. Okay. Where were we? Okay. What is this? 15 things you never knew about electricity. We're gonna read, okay, little girl? I'm gonna read. You're just gonna... Look at these dots. There's a pattern with these dots. The first electric lighthouse was the Statue of Liberty. An electric eel can produce a 650 volt shock. The largest electrical blackout to date cut power to over 600 million people in India in 2012. You can light up a burnt out fluorescent bulb in your hand using a Tesla coil. Lightning can carry up to 1 billion volts. The phenomenon called St. Elmo's fire is actually luminous plasma around a grounded object in an electrical field. Voltage doesn't kill people, current kills people. Currents as low as 60 milliamperes can be lethal. The lightning rod was invented by Benjamin Franklin. Fireflies.
Go my office.
You are in my office. You goofball. It's crazy to me how long it takes for us to learn how to speak, right? You get animals that have, babies, and they come out and they're already walking, and it takes like
Go my office.
someone just walk by. I heard that shit. What?
Go my office.
You're in my office. Hi. She loves saying the word no. Like you're not really good at it until like you're 8. It's so funny. You're funny. Oh yeah. Fireflies are 90% more efficient at producing light than incandescent light bulbs. Silver is the best metal for conducting electricity, followed by copper, then gold. Humphrey Davy invented an electric light bulb in 1802, more than 70 years before the Edison bulb. The first electric car was built in 1828. Static electricity was first described in the 6th century BCE by Thales of Miletus. Got an adapter? There are 12 different standard outlet plugs around the world. Nikola Tesla created the longest ever man-made lightning bolt at a record 130 feet. 7 ways to be energy efficient. Replace standard light bulbs with compact fluorescents. Stop the electronic vampires. Unplug electronics when they're not in use. Dry your clothes the old-fashioned way on a clothesline. Use a programmable thermostat. Keep it clean. Replace cooling and heating system filters yearly. Know what you want before you open the fridge. Turn the lights off when you leave the room. This has been a blah 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 announcement. So, binary buster. Okay, that's gonna come in somewhere in this game. Excuse me. Why is everything locked? Hello. Ellie York, research assistant. Oh, look, she's back.
Can I help you? What brings you here? School?
Actually, I'm checking the lab out for a new potential owner.
Oh, yeah. Nancy, right?
Yes.
Ellie. Victor wanted me to show you the coil. I guess you could say you're lucky. Most people never get to see the inside of the lab.
Office.
And we're not exactly
is an
up
office,
to giving
yes.
tours, considering. Ready?
Ooh,
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Is this the coil that was responsible for Nico's death?
Yes, it's been rewired since that night. It never should have been set up that way in the first place.
Why was it wired that way? There must have been a reason, right?
Now, I need you to focus on what
Garbage,
we're
you were there.
doing.
You
It's
were there the
very
night that she
dangerous.
called
What you're in
Doc
right
a
now
monkey,
is called a Faraday
weren't you?
cage.
Well, how does it work?
Basically, it conducts the electricity away from whatever's
That was
inside
funny.
it,
That was
keeping
funny when
you
she
safe.
did that.
Here we
monkey.
go.
Lightning. I'm not a monkey.
Okay, that's it. Back to the office.
That was really good.
Thanks for the demo. Any chance you could let me look around in the lab sometime?
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Nope.
Can you tell me what you do at the lab?
In plain terms, I'm a research scientist.
How long have you worked here?
Some days it feels like decades. I don't actually know. 2 years? Maybe a bit less.
Do you share the office?
In a way. Mason's station is over there. He's in during the day.
Leave it to a child to have the courage to sign, no, right? There's no filter there.
You said the coil should never have been wired the way it was
What we
the
were all
night Nico
thinking.
died. Why not?
Wiring the secondary and primary coils together is a good way to get yourself killed. Or someone else.
Are you sure it was Ryan?
Yes.
Why would she do that?
She said Nico insisted.
Does that sound like something Nico would do?
I never understood him. But if he was even a fraction as smart as his work leads me to believe, why would he do something so dangerous?
Is there a way into the lab without a key card?
No. Trust me, I've tried. I'm not great at remembering to bring my card, and Gray does
Who
not
voices Nancy?
like
Okay.
letting me in.
She can't ever remember her name. It starts with an L. She's this next game that's coming out in November. It's gonna be the first game without her as Nancy, Nancy's voice. Lonnie Manila. Someone just snort? What the hell was that?
Bye.
Goodbye, Nancy.
I know that voice. Oh, she's been okay. She's she voiced who was it? The ghost in Skyrim. She's a voice actress. Let's see. She's been in a lot of game. Hold on.
Okay,
Subnautica too.
offices. Look at my office.
You don't have an office. Yeah, this is my office. I don't keep saying that. Okay, let's see.
Let's see.
Justice League Unlimited. Now this is actually animation. She was in Fern Gully, Queen's Corgi, It Chapter 2.
The office.
Creature. She did creature voices.
Look at
Video games. She was in Diablo,
office.
The Land Before Time, Bubsy 3D, StarCraft, Nancy Drew Games, Evil Zone, Final Fight Revenge, Duke Nukem 0 Hour, 40 Winks, Evil Dead, Hails to the King, D2, Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, Sonic the Hedgehog, Airblade, Frogger, Soul Calibur games, Fire Emblem games, Super Smash Brothers, Brawl, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, Borderlands, she was Steel in Borderlands, Star Trek Online, Amnesia the Dark Descent, Warhammer 40,000, Mortal Kombat, StarCraft 2, The Last of Us, she was various characters in The Last of Us, Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo 3DS and Wii U, Subnautica, Sea Emperor, God of War, Bindi and the Ink Machine, Dark Parables, Super Smash Brothers, Medieval, the remake that's coming out. She's gonna be the narrator for Medieval, and like I said, she did a voice in Skyrim. She was a ghost in one of the tombs. So she's in. Oh yeah, she's been in a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, she was in a commercial in Washington State about drunk driving. She played a GPS. She voiced
I wouldn't
the
do that
GPS.
if I were you. Mason's not very forgiving.
Okay, is Mason not?
You don't want to be messing with his
I
stuff.
was just going to see if he was there. Jeez.
Sorry, I was just a little curious.
You know,
Microphone.
he's not
It is
here.
a microphone.
Make you a deal. He's been lording his high score at aggregation over me.
I already beat it.
Take him down.
I already beat it.
And I'll let you poke around.
Gotta get paid.
Actually, I already beat Mason's high score.
Well,
You
also,
did good, kid.
the
This is me
the
looking
Nancy
the other
Drew
way.
games, the
It's a
company that
limited
makes them
time
is
offer.
based out of Washington State, so that kind of made sense too.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Coming through my headset, or am I hearing it somewhere else? Ah, child,
Forget
beat it.
something?
I'd better get going.
Bye.
I beat it. Damn it. Thank you. Well, look at that. Numbers. What are those numbers?
One.
Uh-huh. What's this one?
The number 2.
No, that's not a 2. 1. 5.
3.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Mm-hmm.
7.
I know it's freaking her out. Holy shit. Oh, yeah. Keep going. Comes after 2. 1.
5.
I know it's freaking her out. They're doing some mortars out because we live somewhat close to military area, and there's a lot of boom booms going off. So now I know what's freaked her out. You hear the boom booms? Is that what's upsetting you?
So sad.
Yeah.
Gonna go on office.
I don't know why they choose to do this so fucking late at night, but okay. Yeah, because she's not okay. So she's not a fan of thunder, and that's what a lot of it sounds like. So now, because I wasn't hearing it in my headphones at all, so that's what freaked her out. Oh, my wrist. Well, we'll see. We'll see if you can go hang out with Grandma. She really wants to go to your office. I know she's already in here. Wait, what? Oh, we don't want to upset the order. He'll know. I can tell Mason is gonna be one of them types.
We going to
Biometrics. Send her to Wayward's office. I should. An introduction. You ready, Bree? We're gonna read this, okay?
office.
You are in my office. Biometrics is the security method that uses unique personal physical traits to act as keys or passwords. Iris and retina scans, voice recognition, facial shape, and fingerprints are commonly used biometric indicators. Fingerprint biometrics is gaining prevalence as an additional security measure in many industries as a replacement for traditional door locks. Instead of using a key or pass card, the user places their finger on a scanner, which captures their fingerprint. The scan is run against the user database. If the match is found, the lock is released. While fingerprint biometrics is generally more secure than a traditional key or password, it can be bypassed using a copy of a fingerprint registered in the database. Once you have the copy, the next step is to create a fake finger to use on the scanner. So he's got a how-to on making fake shit. To make a fake finger, you'll need to create an etching of the fingerprint sample to use as a mold. She's looking at her finger. Once the mold is prepared, gelatin can be melted down and poured over the mold. Sheet gelatin for cooking and gummy candies are two commonly available sources. The resulting gummy fingerprint will fool many fingerprint scanners, so this is something Nancy's gonna have to do. Anything else? Oh my god, what is this?
Let's go my office.
You are in my office. Why? Oh, that's a game of Hangman. Circuit theory cheat sheet. Voltage, current, resistance, square root, inductance, frequency. Wow. Oh, what is this? And piano keys. That's the only thing I know out of all of this. I know this. Okay, so there's a lot of orange letters and a lot of orange dashes. So I'm wondering if those make a word or two words in this case. So, excuse me, sweet pea. I gotta write this down. Okay, so we're gonna write this down. So there's an E, and then there's another E. You putting your head in the way. I can't see. There's an O.
G.
There's an M. The W. A. N. T. O. S. What are you doing? I can't see. T. Ow, ow, that's your elbow.
Out.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 letters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What? Oh, there's an L in there. Hold on. All right, so I got 14 letters. The first word has an apostrophe. It's probably an apostrophe S. Tesla? Hold on, let me tell you. Tesla's something?
Can I get something?
Let me see.
You go
There's
my
T.
office.
You're in my office. There's the L. There's the A. Tesla's something. Tesla something. What letters are left? E, O, M, W, N, O, E.
And
I don't know on that one.
C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, N, O, P.
No, I'm not gonna let you. No. I'm not letting you write my notes. I gotta keep my notes. You go ahead and sing your ABCs. She's helping. Yeah. Can you unscramble those letters for me and tell me what the word is? Just. I mean that'd be fine. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, look, it's another book. Tesla coils, a user's guide. Gary Gronkowski. Oh boy. Tesla coil components.
5, 6,
You count the letters, really? To lower voltage stress, we replace the old single cap with a multi-miniature capacitor matrix, MMC. MMC will charge only when there is another cap of a similar color rating in the same row or column. Oh my god. Ryan replaced part in spark gap with one made to her modifications. A note for future tests. Now coil won't run without the new part in place. Do I really have to know this? Oh my god. Primary coil or main. Don't mess with the mic. Hey.
microphone.
It is a microphone. Don't mess with mommy's microphone. Primary coil or main inductor creates a magnetic field that induces current in the secondary coil. Secondary coil or secondary inductor generates high voltage. Toroid releases the electricity. Capacitors store energy while a coil is charging. And 5, spark gap causes the capacitors to charge or discharge depending on the amount of voltage traveling across the gap. Okay, so here creates a magnetic field. This generates the voltage. This releases the energy. The capacitors store the energy. And then this causes the capacitors to charge or discharge. Okay, I suppose that makes sense. The Faraday cage. What? Okay. The Faraday cage is an invention of 19th century scientist Michael Faraday, capable of shielding its contents from the harmful effects of electromagnetic fields. These fields can be created by electromagnetic objects, including solar flares, microwaves, radios, and electromagnetic pulses. While some EMFs are relatively harmless, powerful solar flares, or EMPs, can completely burn out unprotected electronic devices. A Faraday cage can prevent EMF damage. Are you ready to go back to your room?
No. Go my office.
The Faraday cage is an enclosed structure which conducts an electrical charge across its surface. Anything from large-scale builds of metal mesh with copper grounds to a cardboard box wrapped in aluminum foil with a ground made from a paper clip and a binder clip. When electric charges or radiation hit a Faraday cage, the charges are conducted across the external surface of the metal casing and out through an attached ground. The contents within the cage remains undamaged. A Faraday cage can also act as a conductor for the lethal current from a Tesla coil discharge. The current is conducted down and out the ground, keeping the contents of the cage safe. Are you getting all this? Yeah, I'm not either. Electricity favors the path of least resistance, which means strike rings or lightning rods, can be used to attract the lightning streamers from the Tesla coil. The streamers would otherwise be discharged in random directions from the toroid. When placed in close proximity to the Tesla coil, the highly conductive metal rings and rods make a less resistant path for electricity to follow. The lightning is then much more likely to strike the rings and rods than any other area in the room. Don't destroy my notes, please. Oh, God. Oh, it's gonna make me do things. Electrical circuits are depicted in schematic diagrams using symbols and lines to represent components and connections. Schematic diagrams make it easy to read how components should be connected in a circuit. Because a schematic diagram shows a simplified layout, it may appear quite different from the final placement of the components on the circuit board. Following the connections on both the schematic and the board is the best way to figure out the correct placement of the components. I remember the pain of having to study physics in college. I never made it that far. Do not pull that cord. If you pull that cord,
I don't want to see for
well, you just look at the notes. Yeah. Capacitor stores an electrical charge. Diode restricts electrical current to flow in one direction only. Excuse me? Shit is almost philosophical. You're gonna fall off the lap. Don't do that. You sit here with your blankie. Fuse, safety device to protect from excessive current. She's putting 2 and 2 together. She's looking at Streamlabs. She sees that the microphone audio is moving. She's watching it. And so she's watching it do that as and then she looks at the mic. So she's putting 2 together that the mic is picking up her voice and it's showing the so when I stop talking, she just wants to make noise. I see. Okay. Hi. Inductor, wire coil that creates a magnetic field when current passes through. Integrated circuit, small electronic device also known as a chip. She's waiting for the sound to come back. I wasn't gonna do it. Oh God. Resistor restricts the amount of current flowing through the circuit. Are you high? What? Alright guys, 1 second. I'm not gonna take you to your room, but we're gonna find somewhere for you to go until this mess stops with the mortars. Be right back, guys. I'm a detective, not a scientist. This is what I'm gonna have to do, science shit. The kid has gone with her grandma. Grandma is still awake, so she's gonna hang out for a little bit. So I'll probably try to put her back to bed in about an hour. Oh, she is gonna be so fun in the morning. Oh. Anywho, all right. So yeah, I can tell I'm gonna have to build something or do something. That's gonna be nice. Transistor used to amplify a signal or open or close a circuit. Switch, a switch that only allows current to pass through when in the on position. A speaker. Transforms electric signal to sound waves. Oh, God. Someone didn't use a coaster. Now there's a ring on the table. Oh, that's a puzzle from Curse of Blackmore Manor, I think. That's from a previous game. Okay. Right, well. Went in, so let's go down. I didn't see if we could go up another one. I actually need to see. That's the floor I was on previous. Oh. So, are there just 2 floors? Yep, just 2 floors. Right.
Haven't done that.
I did too.
Still have to do that. Check.
Can't snoop Ellie, she's there.
That's done.
I did that. Alright, let's see. Hello? Hey. There are little letters everywhere. What is this? What is this? Schrodinger's cat is alive! 5 charges when fully powered stations send out additional charges in all directions. More letter thingies. Hello.
Don't know you. Who let you in?
Okay.
But we've already met. In the lab? Never mind. I'm Nancy. I'm here doing research for a new owner.
Just what this place needs.
You're not a fan of the idea?
Nope.
Why not?
Not a fan of
Who is
most
this guy?
ideas.
Gray.
That's a strange attitude for
Just
someone
gonna
who
be
works
sassy.
at a research facility.
Might be.
What do you think of Ellie?
What'd you say all these questions were for again?
I'm gathering information for a potential new owner.
Your questions say different. Say you're lying.
I'm just very thorough.
Then leave me alone. Thoroughly alone.
What a dick.
Again?
Yep.
What?
What do you do here?
Job description says security agent. Suppose it's more valid than not.
How long have you worked here?
Don't know.
Can you estimate?
Nah.
You're really not going to tell me how long you've worked here.
So it would seem.
I'll just snoop your
Goodbye.
shit, bud.
Bye.
I'm gonna snoop your shit. Right? I haven't met Mason, but he's not there.
It's locked.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck.
Still have to
Can't do
can't
that.
check that off
Yeah.
yet. Still have to do that. Can't check that off. Haven't done that.
Well, guess I'm gonna go back up. All you got for evidence so far? Sounds about right. Wait, no. Okay. Alright, it says I didn't snoop it enough. So, what did I... okay. Yeah, alright. Doubt his password is a number. I should write this down though. 15347 2125 and wonder hometown. Tesla's hometown. It was started with an S. Hold on. Let me go get the book. Tesla's hometown. I finna bounce. Okay. Peace last. Bye, garbage. Thank you for hanging out. Wrong room. Hey, that's it. Okay. M-I-L-J-A-N. Smiljan. Right. Hey, hey. How fast can you make all the matches? Begin! Oh boy. Oh, that's not... Okay. Eh. Okay. Ooh. Oh, oh. Oh. Shit. 45 or less. Okay. Damn it. Shit. Eh. Got it. That?
Whoa. Ryan should never have been released. Better follow up on this.
See video HLLW510257 and Ryan is 20358. Okay. Oh hell, I don't even know what that is.
Check. Can't check did that.
Figure out what the video file referenced on Mason's computer.
Oh, Nancy? What's up?
Goodbye.
Bye.
I don't even know where anybody else is. Boo, boo, boo doo 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 doo. Here. I don't have that. Or that.
I need to find a way to fix this.
Oh, son of a bitch. Well, let's
Hey there, Nancy Drew.
Hi, Deirdre.
Are you in Colorado by any chance?
Yes, how did you know?
Some friend of my dad's called me for a reference for you.
And you gave him a good reference?
Well, I told him the truth.
That was very nice of you.
Was it? By the way, don't make a habit of it. Okay? Bye.
oh boy.
Wait, hang on a sec. I might need some outside help with this case.
Did you forget that I don't like you?
No, but I know you're studying criminology, and maybe someday I could help you out.
Oh, a non-specific promise with the word someday. Sounds too tempting to ignore. Yet, here I go.
Shh. I haven't called anybody, I just realized. Let's change this. Cryptic. Thank you for the sub. Ding ding. Keep that. Oh, Frank and Joe. Let's call Frank and Joe.
Nancy, Frank was just talking about you.
Oh, yeah? Is that so?
Just recounting the time.
Frank.
So how are you? How's
Frank's got a
Colorado?
crush.
Science-y.
Awesome. Not bad.
I want to catch you up on the case.
Give us the deets.
I found out
Joe,
why my bank
there's
card got
already a
frozen.
word that means what you're trying to say. Frank, it's a language, not a museum. Tear down the velvet rope
Your
standing in the way of your
phone?
imagination. Joe, sorry, Nancy. Please go ahead.
I was called in to solve a cold case murder.
Whoa, a murder. I am flabber worried. Isn't that a little on the dangerous side?
It might be.
I wish we could be there to help.
Where are you?
We're on a submarine. Well, currently it's a boat, but intermittently it's a submarine.
What are you doing on a
It never
submarine?
alerts me for when a text
It's
message
sort of
is
a long
received.
story,
Stupid phone.
and we're still putting the pieces together.
Stupid
Not
phone.
gonna lie, Nancy, it's some pretty sweet stuff. Crime syndicates, pirate treasure, and there's some talk of pirate ghosts, but no confirmations as of yet. But fingers crossed. More importantly, tell us about you.
Okay, here's the full scoop. Victor, the lab owner, called me in to help solve a cold case.
My
Why
bank
didn't
seemed to
call
be
you?
confused as to
Isn't
what
this a job
Patreon
Well,
was.
that's the thing. The police hit a dead end, and Nico, the researcher who was killed, all of his papers were put into evidence.
And they stay in evidence until the case is closed, right?
Exactly.
What makes the papers so important?
Apparently, Nico was very close to making his research public. The research was supposedly going to revolutionize the way power is created and delivered in this country. Well, the world, really. Victor wants the papers released before anyone else connects the dots.
If it's such a big deal, how come he didn't go to some big private eye or something? Joe, probably because Nancy's got a very well-deserved reputation of being the best there is. I'm sorry, Nancy. I didn't mean it that way. It just seems like a really big job.
I thought the same thing, trust me. But he thinks because of my age, no one will suspect I'm undercover. I hope he's right.
Oh, undercover. That makes sense. Cool. Keep us up to date. We'll do everything we can to help.
I just saw a really cool Tesla coil demo.
You just said the one thing that could make me wish I wasn't on a submarine. I agree. I've always wanted to see one up close.
Oh, my nose.
It was really impressive. They're definitely on the dangerous side.
Not really. Well, They can be if they're wired up wrong, but overall they're pretty
Well,
safe.
duh, Joe.
Do you know much about Tesla
So I
coils?
tried to support someone,
Are
it
you
failed,
kidding?
I canceled
I'm
it,
the
and it
biggest
sent me a
Nikola
text
Tesla
saying,
fan
"An
in the
message
world.
my bank has noticed your bank card was used on Patreon."
It might be a
membership
tie.
for-
I'll allow that.
Zero.
I met Gray.
What's his story?
He doesn't seem like a people person.
As person people, Frank and I disapprove. Keep an eye on him.
I didn't know you two were Tesla fans.
Tesla was like a real-life wizard.
So have you got
Well,
technically
his
then have you got it
contributions to
sorted?
the scientific community are the most boring things to talk about when it comes to Tesla, Frank. He carried around an
Since you know
earthquake
you just
machine and built
subbed,
death
so
rays. That stuff is probably blown out
so
of
did
proportion.
everything work?
I will not have you in boring Tesla, Frank. He was one of the few scientists who truly valued crazy giant lightning storms. When he was bored, he and Mark Twain would take turns electrocuting themselves.
The payment was
I
blocked
mean, come
earlier.
on. The flashy stuff is cool, Joe. But what really impresses me is how all of these seemingly crazy things he dreamed up are now being proven to be actually possible.
Like wireless energy.
Yeah, and harvesting energy from space and the Earth itself. Wait, is that what Nico was working on?
How did I get it unblocked?
I don't know
by
all of the
sending
details
one fucking
exactly,
word.
but it seems like it.
Amazing.
It's a scary thought, isn't it?
I met Ellie.
The verdict?
I think she's hiding something.
Then she must be. I mean, when are you wrong about this stuff? I can't think of once.
I need help getting into the lab.
There's got to be something in the building to help. A key card, maybe? Oh, maybe you could find a way to program your own.
I'll let
Jesus.
you go.
Talk to you later.
Alright, so that's Frank and Joe Hardy. Call Victor back.
Hello?
The UK government just dropped a very controversial law they wanted to pass. Think fuck. Oh. Oh.
Can you tell me a little bit about Ellie?
She's got that small town girl act down, Pat. I guess I just can't tell who she really is.
Can you tell me anything about Gray?
I don't know much about him. He was one
What
of Nico's
was it
hires.
about, Cryptic?
Nico brought Gray on?
Yes, I have no idea why. He's a head case. Watch yourself around him. Understand?
Can you tell me a little bit about Nico?
He was an amazing scientist. Years ahead of his time.
How long have you worked together?
Decades.
Did you spend any time together outside of work?
I don't know if there was much outside of work for Nico. So no.
How did you hear about me?
Through a close friend. You've impressed a lot of people, Nancy.
Why did you hire me and not a big investigation firm?
The crew has been questioned a lot, as you can imagine. Everyone's defenses are up. You can pull off the undercover work without drawing too much suspicion. I know it's a long shot, but I've heard good things.
This is 100% a legit news article from the BBC. UK's controversial
I already
porn
tried to buy
blocker
the
plan
book,
dropped.
and that got me nowhere.
Do you think Gray could have
So
killed
they're going to try to
Nico?
block porn?
I don't know if he
Good
did. I
luck
don't doubt he
with
could have.
that.
Between you and me, if I didn't want him here to be investigated, I would have fired him immediately. Do not tell him that. I don't know how he might react. It could be really ugly.
I'll let you go.
Talk to you later.
Okay. And Deidre won't. I may wind up having to talk to Deidre. It'll be weird. Go to the bathroom, Nancy. What kind of weird shit are you going to say
4
now?
stars. Would visit again.
Oh, jeez. Nancy. Okay. So... I haven't found shit. I don't... And I still don't know what the hell this shit's supposed to be. Hello? I don't know what to do! Hello? Investigate Ryan?
Haven't done
I don't know
that.
how to do that. Excuse me, sir. You here? Hi.
Yeah, what?
What was your relationship with Nico?
No, they wanted people to prove they were
him.
of age
Same
to
as anyone
watch
else
porn.
here.
I don't buy that.
People
Victor
are gonna
told me
admit
he
to
was
watching that.
instrumental in getting you this job.
Again, good luck.
Could be true. Strange world. Crazier things.
You and Nico were friends, weren't you?
Friends?
Yes?
I guess that doesn't matter now, does it?
I'd still like to know.
Fine. Then just give me a break. All right, champ?
Fair enough.
There was a time when we were friends.
Uh-oh.
When was that?
They were friends.
Back when he was alive.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
beat it. Give me some empty space to stare through.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Also, have they forgotten people lie about age? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. For example, porn sites, obviously you're going to say you need to be of this age to, you know, view with a little accept button. And it requires not a damn thing at all. Except for you to click on it and say, I accept. Oh, I mean, it's just, yeah, I don't. This does not help me very much. I'm not going to say whether or not I go to any of these adult sites that may or may not contain the word hub in it. Well, I mean, up to each individual person. And I gotta say, it's not the internet's job to police kids. I mean, obviously they should try to block, but the rest of that shit is up to the parents. So... am I missing something? Because I have yet to find a damn thing. All I have found are bookcases. That I can't even read the books that are in there. Some bitch. My favorite way quote, I'm the only one here who can prove they have had sex. Oh my god. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hello?
Hey there, champ. How's my favorite buddy?
God.
What do you want, Deirdre?
What do I want? This is about what you want, Nancy Drew.
Is that so?
It cannot be more so. I come bearing apologies. I want to help you, Nancy Drew. I want to be your girl on the inside of the exciting world of criminology.
Okay, Deirdre.
Why the sudden change of heart?
Because apparently it still counts as plagiarism if you pay someone to write your paper. I mean, is capitalism dead? Because that's what it seems like.
And you want to help me because...
I made a bargain with my prof. If I can help an actual murder investigation, I'll get credit. So I help you, you help me collect data for my paper, and balance is restored to the universe.
Oh Lord, have mercy,
How
Deidre.
exactly can you help me?
I've got permission to use our criminal database. In fact, I already read up on the case.
That could come in handy. All right, it's a deal.
Great. Call when you need help, and I'll do what I can. Just don't call me when I'm busy.
Will do. What do you know about surveillance video?
That you watch it?
Have you heard of cases where the video has been faked?
Oh yeah, all the time.
How can you tell if the video's been edited in some way?
It's getting harder and harder to tell. But the number one thing you need to do is to make sure that you've got the original video feed. If you don't, analyzing the data file isn't going to do you much good.
Is there a way to know if I have the original?
Yeah, that's the detective part. Not in my wheelhouse.
I need you to check on 911 calls the night of the murder.
Consider it done. I'll text you the results.
Sweet. Alright guys, I'm actually, though, I'm gonna cut it a little early, just because. Hold on. My mouth's still bothering me, and I want to go lay down. I really hope things start getting better. It's aggravating, and I still gotta deal with my daughter too. She's up. The boom booms have stopped, so hopefully I can get her into her room and she won't throw too big of a fit. You're not having a good time with your health. I know. It's ugh. It's gross. Sick of it. It's always something. Always something. Okay, hold on. Let me oh, okay. All right. When it rains, it pours. There's always something. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I might do. Cause I need to get groceries tomorrow, so I'll probably pick up something. Was it like Ambisol, something to kind of rub on that area to numb it. If it's not better. So, someone said, as long as you're feeling pain, at least you know your life. Yeah. It's just, I'd rather just, stop. I don't want to feel it anymore. I don't want to feel it anymore. Anyway, who are we gonna go see? I think we already know who we're gonna go see. We're gonna go see Wayward. Wayward is currently streaming. He's got a large amount of viewers too. Jack the Joker. Clown Prince. Excuse me? Is that new? Remember, this is why we invented painkillers. I know. I actually might take a couple to take the edge off. It kind of worked earlier. I took some earlier today, so I might take some more just so I can kind of get to sleep and get comfortable. We're gonna go see Ding Dong. We're gonna go see Ding Dong. So yeah, definitely check him out. And of course, follow me at all the links, all the important bits and pieces. I'll be back tomorrow. I should be back tomorrow. We'll do more of the Deadly Device. And hopefully I have improved in the mouth area. I got a friend who legit get rid of a headache, got drunk. I am not going to that particular level. Alrighty, we're gonna go host up Wayward. He's my husband. He is role-playing on No Pixel, GTA 5 RP. Definitely go check him out. Give him a follow. Say hello. Call him a ding dong, please. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for more Nancy Drew. I'm sorry to cut it early. I need to take care of my daughter, and I need to take care of myself a little bit. So go enjoy Wayward. He will entertain you, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Bye.